Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy DJ Krooks, and welcome back to Southern Vibes Radio. I'm here in the studio right now with a special guest DJ hailing from the mean streets of El Paso, the GoPro plug himself, DJ Colorz.
Oh wow, that was a good one.
It was good. It was a good introduction, huh?
That was.
Right.
What's up, dog?
What's going on, man? How's your day going so far, man?
Pretty chill. I had to get up early today for work meeting, but that was done with. So.
I totally feel you, man. So, how's everything going for you, Colorz, man? How are the gigs going? How are the events?
They're going good. Not as much as I want them to, but you know, whatever comes my way, I pick it up. So I'm going from there, picking up. Hopefully, you know, giving out business cards as I go through those gigs, and
got
hopefully,
a network, guys.
Yeah. I need to hand out as many as I can, and you know.
I totally understand.
Show my skills.
And you're originally from El Paso, correct?
Yes, born and raised.
So, let me ask you this. Why Houston?
Actually, I have friends here that live here before we were friends from high school, and then they booked it years ago, and then they told me how much opportunity it is over here. So, gotcha. I was like, I was tired of what I was doing in El Paso for so long, repetitive. It was like 5 years doing the same shit.
Right.
So I was like, fuck it, I gotta get out. And I just left.
Gotcha. So how do you like Houston compared to El Paso? Is there anything that's different, or is there some things that you miss from back home that Houston doesn't have?
Man, the only thing I miss is just family and friends.
Gotcha.
But everything else, it was like, it's like you're stuck.
Yeah.
Because it's the same shit over and over, and over here everything's different. People, because over here, or in El Paso, being from a border city, you see the same type of people all the time.
Right.
So Houston has a diversity of everything. I've never seen so many Asians, so many Pakistanians,
Shout
so
out
many
to the Asians.
Yeah, it's all these Arabs, and you know. It's just different. And
yeah, I think they're saying that Houston's like the fourth diverse country in the U.S. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's really diverse. I mean, Houston, you know, you have Vietnamese culture, you have Hispanic culture, you know.
There's everything. There's a lot of Cubans, are just more open to what's going on rather than just El Paso. El Paso was just Mexicans. A handful of black people, a handful of white people, and nothing but Mexicans. It's yeah,
darn Mexicans.
It's so weird. It's so weird over there, but yeah, that's the only thing I miss. So it's just family and friends. So I don't know.
Gotcha. So how would you say the DJ scene is in El Paso compared to Houston?
I don't know. It's a lot different. Like. In El Paso, it's just...
Damn, you take a big chug out of that one.
Nah, it was a quick swig.
It was a quick swig. So yeah, just so you guys know, pretty much everybody that's a guest on our show, you know, they have their own beverage writer. Unfortunately, I didn't send Colorz the document in time just because it was so last minute. But I already know Colorz, and he loves Dos Equis. So shout out to Dos Equis one time. Yeah. We got to hook Colorz up.
Yeah, you guys should sponsor the show. Because I love drinking it all the time.
And it's 128 on a Sunday, so
yeah, exactly.
You know, we keep it lit over here.
Yeah, we're always lit. I'm always lit. I'm always trying to party.
I'm drinking my non-alcoholic Red Bull. Just so you know. But yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off. You're saying like the DJ scene in El Paso is like
so, like when I was over there, the hotspot opened. The same DJ was opening. You know, they had the same person open for the hotspot.
Right.
The new hotspot opened. That same person went that way.
Right.
Like, I don't want to say names because, you know, it's a big... Everybody in El Paso knows everybody. Every DJ knows everybody. So, if I'm talking shit... I'm not talking shit. It was just switch it up. Throw something different. You know, throw the underdogs. I never got out in the club scene over there.
Right.
I was more of a mobile DJ.
Okay.
And I started
Shout out to all the mobile DJs one time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, y'all are working hard. You guys have to set up, break down, stay late. You know what I mean? Drive home. So, I stayed in the mobile scene, and in this one hall that I used to work at, so you would always see the same heads, the same DJs DJing everywhere in the new hotspots. So it was kind of like you guys aren't giving anybody a chance.
Right.
You know what I mean? All the upcoming DJs and you know, there's a bunch of talent in El Paso, but you just gotta find it. You have to go looking for it, or if the talent doesn't go looking for it, then you're gonna get nowhere.
Right. And like you said,
I mean?
it's like the same old shit. Like everything's still the same. You know, the clubs are still using the same DJs, and I don't know. I think that's something that us as DJs, we need to break barriers. Like if you see a really talented artist, like try to put them on. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
When I see some of these young guys coming up, I mean, I'm young myself, but I mean like some of these 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, I try my best to put them in like the best situation that I can possible. Because you know, when I was coming up, I didn't really have somebody like that. And if you do, you're really fortunate. And one person that I do have like that, is for sure Gons. Like Gons is always
exactly.
Like, shout out to Gons one time.
DJ Gons. Whenever I got to Houston, he was one of the first DJs I met here. Right. And he actually got me a few gigs, and he's just been nothing but cool.
Yeah, Gons is a really nice dude. He actually taught me how to do most of my my scratches actually over there at Break Free. Yeah.
That's fucking tight.
So it's pretty.
He's
dope.
a teacher there, right?
Yeah, he was a teacher there just for I think 1 or 2 semesters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's fucking tight.
Yeah, he taught me a lot of stuff, man. He still teaches me a lot of stuff, to this day. So shout out to Gons one time. I know we're getting like a little bit ahead of ourselves. So Colorz, right? Mm-hmm. How did you come up with the name Colorz?
Oh, that's a good one. I was in high school. And I was already DJing because I started DJing when I was like 12. Not necessarily DJing, just helping out my dad. Because he used to DJ just with the mobile gigs. So he started teaching me, and then I went from there. And then when I was a little older, sophomore I think I got my first car. I bought it off of a friend.
What kind of car was it?
It's a Ford Escort.
Okay.
1991 Ford Escort. They my homie sold it to me for $500.
Nice.
And it was red and green, black and gray, and it was just every color in the world. And I was DJing one time with my best friend and one of my other DJ friends in El Paso. And I was DJing. I had no idea that they were talking.
Right.
I had no DJ name at the time.
And just for the listeners, like, what year around was this?
Oh, shit, man. I was like... I want to say I was 16, 17.
Okay.
So I want to say that was like in 2005, 2006. Okay. Yeah, around there.
Gotcha.
So, I'm DJing, and I just hear these two guys talking on the microphone, my friend and my other DJ friend are talking on the microphone, and then they're like, give a shout out to DJ Colorz, that's the end of the night, blah blah blah. And then I was like, okay, who's this DJ Colorz? And then so
like, who, me?
yeah, we finished everything, and then I was like, Colorz. I was like, white colors. I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. And then they're like, well, your car, dog, it's every color. Oh man, I started laughing.
That's hilarious.
So I was like, all right, I'm down. I don't care. But then they're like, let's not spell it with an S. I spelled it with the Z, Colorz.
Trying to flip the script.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we did on Southern Vibes. Instead of using an S, we put a Z.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I see it right there. Yeah, so I did that, and I've had Colorz forever, and people just call me Colorz, not necessarily DJ Colorz, because it was supposed to be just Colorz.
Yeah, it's a broad name.
But since I was DJing, I don't want to say I was in a gang at that time. It was more like a party crew.
Right, it was a gang, guys.
It probably was. I got swatted in, so it was like a frat.
You got jumped in the front yard.
No.
30 seconds.
Nah. Anyways, yeah, that's how it came about, and they just call me Colorz, and DJ Colorz that's when I was officially born, like 06, 07,
that's
05.
my G day.
Yeah.
So have you ever tried like producing or anything?
You know what? Yeah, I did. Back when I was in high school, I had one of my homies. He was a local producer rapper. Yeah, at that time he went by the name of Sir P. He produced hip hop beats, and he would write his own lyrics and shit like that, and he would, you know, make his own songs with a couple of other homies, Nico, Bogies, and he kind of taught me a little bit on FL Studio, but I didn't pick up from, because I was more into the DJing.
Right.
If I knew that DJing and producing would,
it's like it's two different areas.
Yeah, exactly. But nowadays you have to be a producer.
Yeah, nowadays you have to make your own edits.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to be a dope DJ.
So if I would have known that was something that would have helped me on the long run,
right,
I would have kept up.
Gotcha.
But I never did. I just stuck to strictly DJing, and that's what I've been doing. I don't want to say I don't want to get into it, because I do.
Right.
It's just a lot.
Yeah, Dos Equis though.
Yeah. Excuse me, my bad. It's time consuming, and you know, a lot. I don't have a computer. I just have my laptop.
Right.
I hate putting software on my computer that takes up a lot of memory, because that's my DJing computer. You know what I mean? I want to have producing either laptop or computer or whatever, but I want to stick that one just to DJing.
Dude, I totally understand, because like I'm just using this one MacBook for everything right now, and originally I got it just for music. But now, like, I find myself, I'm doing a lot of edits on Ableton. Now I'm doing videos and, you know, interviews. So I'm like, damn, I need to get another computer.
It takes up a lot of space, right?
A lot of space. So actually, when I'm done making videos, I just delete them when I'm done after I put them out. So I'm just
you
like,
see that? Yeah,
wash my hands of it. So you mentioned that you used to DJ like a lot of quinces and stuff like that.
Right.
What kind of equipment were you using back then? Did you start off on turntables, or did you use like
CD
players?
I started off with a dual CD player set.
Gotcha.
I don't know. The DCD, the Newmark, I think it was Newmark DCD Pro 1000. It was what it was called. So It was like a dual CD player, and it had the little platters, like, I don't know, 3-inch little platters like that, and it had different effects that you could use. Scratch was one of them. So that's where I first started like picking up the Scratch sample and like trying it out. I had a mixer where it was in the middle, because since it was the dual CD player, it was like on top, so it was kind of hard to fucking scratch, right? So the only type of scratching that I could do was like scratch a song in, and that's
like
where
baby scratch, like
exactly, it was like a baby scratch the song in, and that's it, and that's where it started from. So from there, I heard about Serato, and I was like, "What? This is great! This is badass software." It hadn't been out for years, but I didn't know about it.
You were using, I think, Scratch Live? No, you were using Virtual DJ. Like what were we? Oh, you were using?
I was using CDs, actual CDs.
Okay, my apologies. Damn.
Yeah, dude. Like, I had to burn my music. I had like crates of CDs to carry. When my dad started, we had like, I want to say like crates that are like individual. It has rows for CDs, 3 different rows, and we had like 7 of those full. And did that?
I have no idea. Just fine. It's probably just restarting.
It was like 7 of those crates full of CDs, and then we bought more equipment for I can DJ myself, you know, so we can separate and get 2 gigs in one day.
Oh, nice.
So when I started doing that, we kind of had to burn CDs, and you know, because we had Hitset, I didn't have mine, so we started burning CDs, and then that's those were my CDs, and then that's where I started from there, and then I would burn my own hip hop, house music, and everything.
Right. And what kind of like software were you using, like LimeWire or FrostWire?
To download, I was using LimeWire.
Shout out to LimeWire.
Yeah, hell yeah, LimeWire was the shit back in the day, man. That was, you could find anything on there.
Right. And I used to hate when you'd like download a song and then fucking Soulja Boy would come on.
Soulja Boy, or it was George Bush.
It was Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton.
I did not sexually assault that lady.
Oh man, those were the days.
Yeah, I used to get so pissed because I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm finally downloading this song," and then boom, Soulja Boy up in there. And I was like, "Oh fuck!" I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And then later on, like, I would find out that he was actually using that as a marketing strategy to push his music on, which is fucking hella smart. So,
yeah, exactly.
Shout out to Soulja Boy.
So I used to use a bunch of CDs, and when I first heard about Serato,
He's bugging out, huh? Just keep going.
it says saving. I guess.
I think he's just redoing or something.
Oh,
we'll
okay.
just keep going. We're good.
So after that, I bought. My dad told me, he's all like, "Hey, some lady hit me up saying that she's selling DJ equipment. I think it's turntables. Are you interested?" And I was like, "Yeah." I had just bought my Serato. I bought the Scratch Live SL3, the box.
Okay.
So, I go to this lady and she's selling a pair of Stanton STR8
Okay.
turntables, a pair, and I'm like, shit, how much? She said 200. All right, for 2 turntables and a Behringer mixer, Behringer VMX something.
Gotcha.
So I bought that one. It came with the coffin, and she gave me another mixer that I never even used because that shit was broken.
For $400?
200.
Oh, 200. Damn, that's a steal right there.
Yeah,
man.
hell yeah. So from there, I started learning to DJ with turntables. So it was a whole different.
It's a whole different learning.
It was a whole different ball game because I
Right.
was going from CDs, dual CD player, to turntables.
Right.
So I mean, I had basic knowledge about it, so I kind of started playing with it, and I mean, it just progressed, and it went from that to kind of like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just having like a full setup and
Yeah.
getting all crazy and stuff like that.
Yep.
So coming up, like, who would you say like your major influences were as far as DJs?
Well, when I was younger, man, I had never heard of DJ AM until, man,
Right.
fucking not too long ago.
Gotcha. Same here.
So, DJing wise, I never knew anybody everything that I know was self-taught.
Right,
Everything, like literally everything that I know, except for like connecting, because my dad taught me how to do all that. But I have nobody that taught me anything, or anybody that I could go look at to be like, you know, like, oh, I want to learn how to do that. Right. So when I started learning about all these DJs coming up like that, I started doing my research. But right now, my biggest influence is DJ AM, of course. Nice.
And it's ironic that I'm wearing AM shirts.
Right. No, so after that, DJ Krooks.
Krooks is hella dope.
Motherfucker is dope. 4 Color Zach is up there because, there are 2 cents together.
Yeah. He's dope. So, I mean, a lot of people would compare him to AM now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Just a lot of the stuff he'll do. And
exactly. He has really good, handle of that fucking turntable and fucking scratch. The first time I heard about Krooks was when he did that routine on YouTube.
New Slaves.
With the gold turntables.
Okay, I'm not sure which
and
one.
And then he had the entire background with vinyl.
Okay, that was the Native Instruments one.
I think so. It was with the Z2 mixer. I think it was the Z2.
It might have been either a Tractor or Native Instruments, but I remember it has like a shitload
gold.
of views.
Yeah,
and he killed it.
He fucking killed it. That's the first time I heard
long
Krooks.
too, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long it is.
Right, I think that's the first one that I got put on as far as with Krooks. And then I remember later on he dropped the New Slaves routine, and that shit was dope.
Yeah, hell yeah. So right now he's like my biggest influence. 8-Track.
Oh, 8-Track's dope.
He's fucking dope. Scratch Bastard. The other day I ran across a live Instagram that he was doing, and somebody asked, how do you learn what was the fucking scratch? Flares? And then remember I was telling you about that, and then he's like, just cut it in half, and he's like, let's learn some flares on this beat, and he just puts some random fucking vinyl. It's fucking hip hop. I was like, God damn, this dude is fucking insane. Like he can just, and then he's like, all right, enough of that. Let's keep going to what we were doing.
Right.
And then he just starts doing something else. I was like, what the fuck? DJ Angelo.
Okay, yeah, Angelo taught me how to scratch.
That motherfucker's badass too. I've seen his fucking routines on YouTube. I don't even know which ones, but
it used to piss me off because like he would cut with the right hand,
right?
And I was left-handed, so I had to decode everything like backwards. Yeah. And I was like, man, fuck this guy. Like, why did he just do the other way? That's when I like first just started learning how to scratch. I would watch Angelo videos, and then sooner or later, like I said, I'd go to Break Free and link up with Gons and Main Event. So shout out to those guys. So yeah, 8-Track I'm sure you heard like he's doing this old like
the
Goldie Awards.
The Goldie Awards, yeah.
What's
I heard
your take
about
on that, man?
Oh man, it sounds dope as fuck, and who wouldn't want to enter something like that and get recognized and show your skills. But I don't know how I feel about trying to join the first round because it's two different battles in one event, which is the beat battle, the DJ battle, and they pretty much say put in your 1 minute submissions.
Yeah, it's a lot to put in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Pause.
So I'm like, fuck, I don't know how to fucking do how to do a 1 minute routine that would amaze them to be a qualifier. You know what I mean? So I'm intrigued to see how this is gonna go.
Right. I wonder if a lot of like Red Bull 3-star guys are gonna just switch over to that, or they're actually gonna let like some new up and coming guys or like some new DJs that nobody heard.
Well, I don't think it's based on them, because how does how many is it? 6 performers?
I think it's 6 each.
6 each, right?
Yeah,
6 for the DJ and 6 for the beat. So how do they get picked? Like,
I have an online submission. You submit that 1 minute, and they're just gonna go through film.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So I don't think think about it.
The same guys.
Yeah, these guys are trying to do something different. A-Track is trying to do something different. So I don't think they would pick these guys.
Yeah, the same old guys. Because if not, why not just do the regular contest?
Why not just do the
and I like that he's like implementing like you can use whatever, like anything.
Yeah, any instrument. With the DJ culture that has to do with the DJ culture, like you could use the machine, or you could use turntables, or you can use
a controller. You
can use a controller.
I mean,
exactly.
I have nothing against controllers. I think they're kind of useful and they're convenient. However, I kind of want some of these controller DJs just to switch over to turntablism. Pause. I messed up on there. Turntablism, just so they can learn and elevate the actual culture of DJing and see like there's so much more to do than just mixing songs.
Yeah, exactly. I like you said, I have no
Damn, that boy using all the salt.
No, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So what would you say like your style is as far as like a DJ? A lot of people are like, oh, I'm a hip hop DJ. Oh, I'm open format, or like all I play is EDM, or I'm a turntablist, or I'm a scratcher.
I like to do open format. That's my favorite because I can throw, different genres and please different style of people that don't like this genre, don't like that genre. So I normally like to do open format. At my house, I prefer to do hip hop. Man, I don't know. I just like to throw anything.
Like, man, I just like to play music.
Yeah, exactly. I normally don't go with a lot of like rock, like heavy metal rock, or you know what I mean, just your classics, your moderns, stuff like that.
Yeah, timeless music.
Yeah, exactly.
So what would you say like one mistake is that you see that a lot of up and coming DJs are doing? And if so, like what advice would you have for them as far as, DJs coming up?
Bragging, a lot of bragging.
A lot of dudes brag too much?
A lot of talking, yeah.
They talk too much on social media now,
They talk the talk, but they can't walk the walk.
Right.
I mean, I've seen DJs that have good promotion skills. They have good social media skills. Like they have a lot of followers. They have, but they can't DJ.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, step your game up.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be really essential as far as like the new DJs now. Mm-hmm. Like it's all about like, of course, your skills, who you know. And then now it's coming into like a weird kind of like gray area where you actually have to have your branding right. So if your social media isn't right, I mean, you're not going to get booked. Because like you said, there's a lot of dudes that, they're super famous on Instagram, but they're not like, I guess, top tier DJing.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can have the best promoter out there, but he can be the shittiest DJ. Exactly. You know what I mean? Charging fucking $1,500 or whatever when you can pay me $500 and I can do a better job than he can.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm not saying like I'm not talking shit about
or like trying to undercut them.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's just that if you're trying to go with the best, I don't know, just fucking
right.
Do your research. You know, if somebody says, fuck, I don't even know how to word it. I'm lost in words.
I totally understand. So I know you said like a lot of dudes keep bragging, and it's funny because like I see dudes that are on Instagram, you know, never touch turntables in their life, and they're talking about their scratch gods.
Right.
I'm like, dude, you don't even know how to. You don't even have a like flair or like crab, you know. He's over here talking about your scratch god and stuff like that. So what single night, like, as far as you DJing, like, has been the most memorable? Like, what's one memorable moment that you have, like, while you're DJing, or you DJ like a crazy party or something like that?
Man, I don't know. I've had a lot of those, but not recently, obviously, because you know I've been chilling it, kicking back. But back when I used to DJ a lot in El Paso, I DJ'd for middle school prom.
Oh my god, those are...
It's crazy because these kids request everything and it's just weird what they request.
And they do not hold back on
exactly
requests.
But
you'll have like 20 of them come at you all at once.
Whenever you drop something they like, it's your best crowd.
Yeah,
it's always your best crowd. They're always enjoying the music when... I don't know when it's just fucking, it's crazy. That has been my best crowd, fucking 8th graders.
Shout out to all the 8th graders. You know what's crazy now is like I actually DJ'd a private event not too long ago here in Friendswood, and they're all suburban, you know, white kids or whatever, and I saw their request list, and dude, I was actually shocked by it. Like all they wanted to listen to, they're 12, 13-year-olds. All they want to listen to is 21 Savage, Gucci Mane, Young Dolph, and Kodak Black. And I was like, there's no way hell. Am I getting punked right now? And they're like, no, we want to hear Kodak. And I'm like, shit. So, I mean, I got all the music ready, and I'm playing it for them, and they're all going nuts. And they're all white kids wearing Abercrombie and like short shorts.
That's hilarious,
and Sperry's,
dude.
and they're all going nuts jamming like Gucci Mane, and I thought it was just funny as hell.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
And I think part of that has to do with like as far as like music is so available nowadays. Like everybody's on Spotify. Anybody can get on Apple Music. So now that the music is out, you know, these kids are listening to that.
Yeah.
So, and then
anything right now is hitting. Like one of my homies told me, these artists aren't making music for that specific song to be a hit.
Right.
They're making music for now.
Right.
And it's gonna be hot for a week, a month, 2 months, and then it's gonna die out, and then it's gonna be the next song.
Yeah, there's a term I think they said is like a fast food rap.
Is
like
that,
it's
yeah,
quick
I've never
and it's
heard
served.
that.
It's just really fast food music. Like
that makes sense.
It's not timeless music.
Right.
And I mean, I guess that's kind of an issue as well, because like since music is a lot easier to make than it was back in the day, they're just putting out whatever just to stay relevant and just put it out. Like you said, when back in the day you had to like record your shit in one take.
Yeah.
So those guys were actually in the studio hitting it hard, and they knew the music, and they were making it like, if you made it that far, your music was timeless and you actually had talent. So nowadays you got like a lot of SoundCloud rappers like blowing up.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it like
YouTube rappers.
YouTube rappers.
You never seen like the fucking videos of?
Oh yeah, I see like the rap battles and shit. They'll have
exactly.
Star Wars guys and like random ass celebrities just battling each other. It's just pretty funny.
Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. But that's exactly how it is nowadays. It's just recorded. You know, you can have a studio in your house,
right? And
just fucking record whatever, and you can make it sound like you were at a $2,000 an hour studio. You know what I mean? And you'll be
can't
famous.
knock the hustle though. Can't knock the hustle. So other than DJing, what do you like to do? You can say I don't care. I mean, as long as it's not like touching little kids or anything.
Oh no, of course not. Come on, dude. I have my motorcycle, so
nice.
I like to ride. I like to drink Dos Equis and
shout out to Dos Equis one time.
And smoke. And that's it, man.
Pretty cool. So what are some of like your favorite spots to like hit up in El Paso, if you had any favorite spots?
there's this place called Steak Pitos. It's like Subway sandwiches,
Right.
kind of like long sandwiches, not regular sandwiches, but that place, I have not been to that place in so long.
You're like, I would go back to El Paso just to go there.
Yeah, hell yeah. There's this place called Chico's Tacos. Everybody talks about it. But I heard that they recently changed their cheese and something. They changed something that makes it taste different. So a lot of people are talking shit. Yeah.
They're like, fuck.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking shit.
They changed the cheese, man.
They said that it's different. It's different.
Right. So what about Houston? Is there any good spots that you like to hit up in Houston as far as food or like just stuff to do in Houston?
Man, you know what? Me and my girlfriend, we like to hit up taco trucks.
Okay.
So we went to this margarita fest.
Oh, the Margarita Fest. I think it's right down the road too.
Yeah, it was right here in Old Katy.
Right here in Old Town Spring.
Old Town Spring,
Yeah.
Old Katy. Old Town Spring.
Yeah, Katie's way the fuck on.
Yeah, it's on the other side of town.
Houston. But yeah, how was that, man?
It was pretty cool. We got drunk and we had some tacos. We were trying to get a pineapple margarita, but the line was longer than fucking ever, man. And they were $16, the margarita.
Damn, son.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I would pay $16, and then I think they were charging like $8 or $10 to refill it. Like, but you have to get in line. That's the point. Damn. If you were gonna go to this thing, you were gonna have to wait in line forever. So that sucks. That's the only thing that sucks.
Half the time you're just in line.
Yeah, exactly. So that was one of the downfalls about this fest thingy. But
was there any dope music out there, like live bands?
Yeah, I was about
DJs?
to get to that. So after we ate and we were in line for half the time, we went to the main stage. It was like a pretty big stage. They had this it was a band, a trio. I don't know. It was 3 guys, a singer, some guy on the bongos. I think they were. I don't know what the
bongo drums.
Yeah, it was just those 2 drums, and then I think the other dude on the electric guitar, or the bass. I don't know. They're called Gio Chamba.
Okay.
I've never heard of them.
That sounds familiar. I'm
Those
not sure.
dudes make like it's like a mix of cumbia, mumbaton, hip hop, and electronic music.
What? That sounds dope.
Search them, dog. Look them up.
I would have my Wi-Fi's off right now.
Oh, okay. Now you get. Right. So these guys they play like some fucking dope ass music, dog. I was jamming, and I was like, I need to know what their name is. So whenever they finished their set, they're like, hey, everybody get together, take a picture. So I went up there, took a picture with them. And then they're like, our name is Gio Chamba, blah, blah. You can find us on SoundCloud or whatever, on Apple Music and shit. So I looked them up, and yeah, these dudes are fucking dope. They're Houston natives.
What?
Or Houston, yeah, they're fucking dope. You should look them up.
I'm definitely going to check them out. Like I said, my Wi-Fi's off right now, so I don't want to, like, pop it in and then get that weird, like, sound in my computer on Ableton.
Yeah, I know.
But I was saying, those guys, have they worked with El Dusty before?
They probably have.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
I'm not too sure, but they make like something similar to what El Dusty does.
Right.
Like cumbia, hip hop, reggaeton, mumbaton.
I should have made it out there.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. It was pretty dope.
So they only had one stage, or they had like different like sections where people were playing music at?
I think it was just that one. I'm pretty sure it was just that one because we walked all around and it was just food stands, taco trucks, and
Red Bull, man.
alcoholic. Yeah, it's putting you to sleep. It's not waking you up.
Right. I don't know. I always get like a weird effect when I drink Red Bull. Like it'll like hype me up, but then you get like so hyped up, and then you come down, and then you come back up. For me, at least. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's like a crash, and
yeah, it's like up and down for me.
You look like a stock market.
Well, because I'll like drink it at like. I won't drink it all at once. I'll like drink it in sections. So like I'll just get like super hyped up for a minute, and then I'll just come down, and I'll just come back up out of nowhere. It's kind of weird.
That's hilarious.
Bipolar drinking.
You're right.
But yeah, man, this Red Bull's actually pretty good. It's the grapefruit twist. I'm not sure if you tried it. Do you drink a lot of energy drinks, or you just drink beer?
Nah, at work I drink a lot of Monsters because that's what we sell there.
Nice.
And with my employee discount, we get them for like $2.
Fire, that's fire.
Yeah.
Speaking of Monster, there's a battle coming up. Thinking about trying out for it, or
what battle?
It's a Monster Night for Break Free. I think it's next week.
Oh man,
right.
It's kind of late.
I mean, you might be able to sign up. We can see, but
I can probably sign up. The thing is that I can't get the day from work.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's a Friday, right?
Damn, work. Yeah, I think it's on a Friday. So.
Yeah, you see, Fridays are truck days at work, so it's fucking hard for me to get a Friday off.
Gotcha. Have you ever done any battles before in the past, or?
I have. I did one in 1 or 2. I think I did 2 in El Paso. One of them, it was just. I didn't even qualify for the
finals.
For the finals, there
Gotcha,
you go.
Gotcha.
And so that one was just, it was my first battle. I learned from that.
Gotcha.
And then my second battle was at it was a car show. And I didn't know it was gonna be as big as it was.
Oh, dude, car shows get big.
Yeah, so this one was at it's called Cohen Stadium in El Paso, which was at that time it was the only baseball field that we had in El Paso for I don't want to say professional league, but it was
a B league.
Yeah, it was a decent size stadium. So it was there, and then I went with a few of my homies from DJ homies from back in the day, Heifer and Bonky.
Shout out to those guys.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
That's how you know your friends, when you can get on a shout out on a radio station. She's like, fuck those guys.
Yeah, fuck those guys. Nah, but they went with me, and they helped me carry my equipment. I have my stand turntables at that time. Hey, but
fuck them, right?
Yeah,
Just kidding.
And that one, it was based off of crowd control.
Okay.
So there was a few DJs. I don't even know how many of us there were. I want to say 6, 7. We battled it out, and then they're like, all right, this guy. So I was one of the last 2 standing.
Oh, okay.
And the last guy, there was 3 of us. The last guy that lost, his crowd automatically picked the other guy. So my set, even though it was better than his,
right,
the crowd picked him.
Right.
And everybody was like, nah, like other people were like, nah. Even the judges were like, man, I don't know. I think you took it, but based on the crowd,
right,
he took it.
Yeah,
so
you gotta remember.
I was like, nah, I'm not even mad. It was, it's based off of crowd, so the crowd.
It is what it is.
Picked, yeah. I mean? So it was cool, and him and I, we're still cool. The guy that won, his name is Angel Valentin. He's a really known DJ in El Paso. I don't know if you've ever heard of Riot 10.
I think
he's a producer DJ as well.
Okay.
Trap DJ.
It's a trap.
He's really good friends with him, and this other dude. He used to go by Jack Bass, but now he goes by Cyberpunk.
Right.
He's also like a dubstep trap producer. Really dope producers. Yeah, those dudes are from my hometown, El Paso. They're pretty dope. Type cats.
And where's that one EDM guy? Dioro? Is that how you say it?
Dioro?
Yeah, where's he from?
He's from Cali.
Okay, for some reason I thought he was from El Paso.
Nah. He's always in El Paso.
Yeah, he's always showing love to El Paso. So I was like, okay, is he from El Paso?
I met him a few times. I got his name, haircut, like a haircut design.
Oh, okay.
This chick did it for me, and it said Tonic. Because that used to be his DJ name before he had to legally change it. Okay. So when I got it done, he noticed me in the crowd, and he told me to go up on stage with him and take a picture.
Oh, that's dope.
We got a picture with the photographers for the event for that day. Nice.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
So did you ever get like a drop from him, or have you ever heard from him recently, or?
Nah. I was just that one time that I met him.
You showed him up. Be like, yo, man, you were back in the day when I got my hair cut like you. Would you mind sending me a drop?
I'm pretty sure he would remember.
Yeah.
Because
I heard he's mad funny.
He is. He's. I think he's Mexican.
Yeah, he is Mexican.
Yeah, he's pretty. He's a like humble as fuck. You know what I mean? He's just like, oh, you're a DJ. What's up? Let's fucking party. Right. And he's just like you and I.
Right.
Yeah, he's a cool cat.
Speaking of humble DJs, I know you mentioned that AM was one of your your biggest influences.
Right.
He was mad humble himself as well. Like I was hearing the story as far as like one time he came to Houston and like he DJ'd at a club, and then he saw that there were DJs there that specifically went to the club just to go see a set, and he was like, oh, you guys are DJs? Like, come with me to VIP. I got all of y'all. So he brought
serious?
Like 15, 20 dudes with him just to VIP. He's like, yeah, whatever y'all want. Like, I got it. I heard.
That's what
dope. I heard, man. I hope it's true. But yeah, I heard he was always.
How long ago was that?
I want to say maybe 2008, 2009. I think it was a time like, I think it was like a Jay-Z concert or something. That was
okay, yeah. Right. I know which one. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think he had Jay-Z perform here, and Jay-Z called him for that that event, right? Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so as far as like AM, what is your like favorite like AM mix, or like famous like I guess transition routine? Or like routine that he does?
My favorite one is that fucking I don't even know what it's called.
Or just like songs that he did. Get closer to the mic a little bit.
Man, I used to have it on my other phone.
Boy, say you about to pull it up right now.
Nah, I was, but I don't have it on this phone. I have it on my other phone.
Damn, my boy got two phones.
Shut up. I just switched phones. I just got a new one. That's why.
Dates over here.
Fuck. It was a live at Chicago something.
Right.
And he drops that fucking No, it's not that one. He doesn't drop it in that mix. He doesn't drop that routine in that mix. The one.
You know what songs they were by any chance?
I'm really bad with song names. Right. Yeah, I'm really bad. I know how the
beat goes though.
Yeah, I do. Nah, fuck. If I hear it, I know which one it is. But it's one of his most famous routines.
Gotcha.
And that's actually pretty tight. Like the way he. I think it's on YouTube how he shows it, and
is it Wonderwall?
That one, fucking Wonderwall. That's my favorite routine out of all of them, dog. Yeah, I always forget the names, but yeah, that one.
That one's dope. Shit, I'm lost too. You just confused me right now. But yeah, definitely the Wonderwall routine. You guys should check it out by DJ AM. Look it up on YouTube. It's mad dope. So you mentioned that you used to do like a lot of like quinces and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. What are your top 5 quince songs like that's gonna break out a party?
Nowadays, well, I mean, it has to be one of those line dances, like not the old school ones, like the line dance, the cha-cha slide or the electric slide. Not those. Those always, those always pop off, but not those. I'm talking about the new line dances, like the fucking, like the Cupid Shuffle and the, what's that other one?
The whip or the nene, and then there's a Juju on the beat.
I fucking hate those. I fucking hate those songs. Right. But I mean, those you have to play because everybody loves them. All the kids love them.
Right. They be going nuts for them. So as far as like Mexican songs, what would you pick? Like some cumbias or some salsa tracks that you know they're gonna hit at a quince.
Yeah, cumbia is definitely. I mean, if it's a quince, it's definitely gonna be Mexican people there because you know it's a quinceañera. That's a Mexican tradition. The white version of quinceañera, it's a sweet 16. But for a quince, I would definitely drop anything that's Los Tigres del Norte. Those motherfuckers go hard. Anytime, dog.
Boy, Colorz went deep, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. You gotta go. You gotta take it back to the roots, man. Some Maná to go, to end it. I don't know if you know Maná. Yeah. Okay.
Like Spanish rock.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, man. I'm an open format DJ. Come on, you gotta know Maná.
There you go. Something like that.
So you play that at the end? I usually play that in the beginning.
Really? Yeah. Nah, I like to end it with that. That's you know why?
I like to end it with like Ramon Ayala.
Okay.
So by then everybody's drunk and everybody's
that's true. But if you leave them
like too hyped.
if you leave them high, okay, was because see, I work different as a mobile DJ. If you hype them up towards the end, they're gonna pay for an extra hour,
right,
at their house or wherever you are that they allows them to stay for another hour.
Gotcha.
So they pay for another hour, and then you hype them up, and then you bring them down.
Oh, you bring them down.
You bring them down for a little bit, for like
Gotcha.
half an hour, and then the last 15-20 minutes, you hype them up, and then they're gonna ask for another hour, and then you bring them back down. Bless you.
I'm blessed. Hashtag blessed. Yeah, I never thought about that as far as like trying to, get for like an extra hour. That's a pretty good tactic.
Yeah, exactly.
I know I had one gig, man. I think I was doing like a pool party, and it was only for 3 hours. And so yeah, I'm just playing music. Boy, popping bottles over here, man. You can hear it on the mic and everything.
This is my third one, dog.
Boy, Colorz said he going for a 6-peat. As I was saying, I was doing.
Nah, dog. I'm driving my motorcycle. I forgot. This is my last one.
Don't drink and drive, guys. We'll get you some water in a little bit.
Smoke and fly. Okay.
But I was saying, I was DJing this pool party, and I was only supposed to be there for 3 hours. And next thing you know, I was there for like I think 7 hours in general. Christ. So I just kept playing music, and the dude was like, "Oh, you're so dope! Like, can you play another hour?" And I'm like, "All right, cool. It's gonna be another $100." So he was like, "All right, cool." So boom, he gave me another $100. So I'm like, "All right, cool. I'll DJ one more hour, and then I'm out." Same thing over and over again. So I was like, after the first 2 hours of doing overtime, I was like, "Yo, man, I gotta go home. Like, I'm kind of tired."
What time was it? What time was this at this point?
Was probably like 12 or 1. It was pretty early, but I started early.
Okay, that's good.
So then he's like, "Well, what's it gonna take?" So I'm like, "All right, 120." So he's like, "All right, cool." Boom, 120. And in the last hour, I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm tired," because I already did a gig before that. So I did a morning gig for like a gym or something. So I was already kind of like tired and burnt out. I've been outside because I DJed at the gym outside, and I was outside again at another pool party. And then he's like, "All right, man, just last hour. What's it gonna be?" I was like, "Yo, man, it's 150, man." And he was like, "Bet." Okay, so he gives me the 150.
Jesus Christ.
And I was so caked up of it, but I was so burnt out. Like, I didn't get home till like probably like 4.
Damn, that was good. That was a good gig then.
It was a good gig, but I was just super burnt out.
Yeah, I remember one time I DJ'd somewhere in the outskirts of El Paso, kind of like entering in New Mexico. And I started off early too. It was like 7 p.m. It was supposed to be, I think, because I used to work with clowns. So it was going to be like an hour of...
clowns?
Clowns.
Clowns. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like an hour of clown. Okay. And then like 4 hours of DJing, right?
Shout out to all the clowns out there.
So I was fucking doing I was DJing, right? The clown shows up, and then I had 1 hour left of DJing. So I DJ'd, and it was probably like midnight. I finish. I'm about to finish. This guy comes up and he's like, "Hey, can you stay an extra hour?" I was like, "Yeah, okay." And then I DJ'd another hour, and then the clown, he was still there. Just partying with us. And then he's all like, "Hey, this guy keeps asking for another hour." So at the end of the night, I didn't end up leaving until like 5 in the morning.
Shit, that's the end of the morning, not night, fool.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I was supposed to finish at 1, and I ended up leaving like at 5, and I drove all the way home. But they kept feeding me. They kept giving me free beer.
Nice.
It was like one of the best parties that I've ever had, in the sense of they kept paying me and feeding me and giving me beer. It was pretty dope, but at the end of the night, I was fucking tired. That Sunday, I slept all fucking day, dog. But It was good. It was good. And see, when you were mentioning how much you charge over here, hell no, dog. You charge that in El Paso, everybody would be like, "All right, well, you can leave." Right. I used to charge like 60. That's what the highest I went up to. Right. 60 an hour. That's fucking...
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's all the Mexicans, dog. Right. They lowball you over there.
And that's why I personally don't like doing quintas. Yeah. Like, I'll do them, but I'm going to upcharge you a lot, just because there's a lot of work that goes into quintas that not a lot of people see. Because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to hire an event coordinator, or they're not going to have a schedule. So what I do is I provide them with a schedule, and just in case, I'll have like an extra guy with me just helping me set up stuff, and just in case I got to like do like quick event coordinator and get people together, because sometimes they're not on schedule, man. I had this one client, they didn't have an event coordinator. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, here's the schedule. Like, just follow it, and I'm going to follow it. Guess what? We didn't follow none of the schedule.
Oh, fuck.
So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'm a professional. I've done this before. I know how to do this. You know, I can, you know, go off the cuff. She's like, all right, cool. So it was time to do, like, one of the dances, and she comes up to me, and she's like, yeah, we're going to do it now. And I'm like, okay, where's the daughter at? And she's like, oh, I don't know. So I'm like, shit. So I'm like, all right, well, go get her, you know, before I announce it, because I don't want to announce it and then, you know,
then wait.
Yeah, and then everybody's looking at me. So she's like, all right, cool. So then she comes back. The daughter's with us. They're all ready to go. I'm like, all right, cool. As I'm just about to announce it, the daughter just takes off running. So I'm like, all right, where did she go? So I told her, I was like, hey, what happened? She was like, oh, one of her friends just got here. So I'm like, okay, well, I was just about to announce it. Like, you guys stay put, and then I'll announce it. So then they came back. I was like, all right, cool. Now, at this point, I finally announced it. Announced. Yeah, that's how you say it. Announced it. Mm-hmm. And then she just ends up walking away. And I'm like, what happened? And she's like, oh, she didn't like the dress she was wearing. She's going to go change her dress.
Oh, my God.
So I literally just announced it, and everybody's looking at me. I, like, faded out the music and everything. So, you know, I just got on the mic. So
now you have to, like, play background music and wait.
Right. So just to cover that up, I was like, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, we're having some technical difficulties. We're going back to the music, you know, just
damn. Back, so. Hell no, I hated that every time.
And the thing is, like, they want you to be there, like, forever.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They want you to be there for, like, fucking minimum 6 hours. Can you DJ from 6 to 12? And then they always want you to do, like, oh, can you stay another hour, 2 hours, 3 hours?
It's because the cake ran long. Boy, that's your fault.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's why I don't like doing quinces.
Yeah, exactly.
And then sometimes they get super picky with the music. Like, usually I play, like, all the good stuff.
Right.
All, like, the mainstream, like, quince songs, like, cumbias and stuff. And there's always that one person that comes to you some weird-ass music from, like, this little-ass town in Mexico. Like, oh, can you play this song by this band? And you're like, what the fuck? What band is this? So you look it up, and it's, like, some picture of some dude
and his mom.
Some dude and his mom and some pointy-ass boots. And then you're like, dude, I've never heard of this band. And I was like, do they have it, like, on Apple Music? And they're like, no, it's, like, a local band. I'm like, oh shit.
Hell no.
So that's why I personally don't like doing quinces.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a quince.
You know, the rate over there is, like, so low, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I think us as DJs, we need to, like, be on top of that and try to make sure.
Yeah, hell yeah, you have to be on top of everything, though.
Because, I mean, not a lot of people understand that there is so much money involved and time. Like, just for, like, that one turntable is like $600. That one mixer is like $1,800. You know. So for you to be offering me $50 to $60 per gig, like per hour for a gig, is not fair. You know.
Right.
So, not a lot of people understand it, and of course, time to have a good DJ. As I was saying, like, I know we talked about quinces and stuff like that. Talked about, like, how you started DJing, El Paso.
Mm-hmm.
What is one thing that you love the most about DJing?
To be honest, it's the feeling when you drop a song and you see somebody just going hype to that song, because that's like, it could be their favorite song. You never know. But it's like you're making somebody's either day or night, or that 2-3 minutes that you play that song, it's just, you know, somebody in the room is happy.
Right.
So I it's, you know, it's
that feeling of, like, I actually made somebody's day, and
exactly,
they connected off the same vibe as you did.
I don't like to be invited. I don't want to be invited to a party. I want to be the party.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I don't want to be part of...
You just don't want to be like a jukebox just playing records.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you actually enjoy that. People actually, like, respect and actually appreciate what you're doing. And it's just going nuts. Like, because when you drop it at the right time and it's so smooth, they're just so amazing.
Exactly.
That's dope, man. So what are some good songs that, like, you're really enjoying right now? Or some good artists that nobody probably knows about, or, you know, what are you listening to right now?
Man, to be honest, or
it could even be some old stuff that you just...
I don't know. I like listening to a lot of old school hip hop. Just, you know, I record mixes and I listen to that. I rather listen to that than listen to the radio.
Gotcha. Same.
And it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's just like, every time that I record or every time that I mix, I try to record and throw something different.
Gotcha.
Mix something different. Even though it might be the same songs, mix them different. so I can get different ideas to myself, and so I can be like, oh shit, people might enjoy what I just did
in this different way.
Yeah, exactly, in this different way.
And you record everything, right? Like every session.
Yes, I try to record everything because it's like a freestyle. Every time that I DJ, it's a freestyle. It's never gonna be anything that I have planned. Never. I hate planning my sets because they never go planned.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Unless I'm trying to do a routine, which is something different.
Right.
And
even then, when you have a routine, you have to learn like Murphy's Law. What can go wrong will go wrong, and if I mess up this juggle, I got to do it like this. So either way, like if you have a routine, you got to learn how to freestyle it as well.
Yeah, exactly. You have to learn like what if you fuck up within the routine? You have to freestyle to come back to it.
Right.
Exactly.
And you don't want to be that guy who fucks up and like, oh, I fucked up. Let me start over again. So.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to ever do that live because you don't want to ever show that you fucked up.
Right.
Because then people are gonna be like,
at my first showcase. You were there
at the Mega.
Yeah, for the AM tribute one I did. I like fucked. Well, I didn't fuck up the needle skip because I went back at the video. I was like, I did everything correctly, and I saw like I did everything right, and the needle just skipped on a juggle, and I heard it, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh fuck.
But like when I'm watching the video, it doesn't even. It looked like I meant to do that, and I don't think anybody noticed it.
Yeah, you see, if you keep your cool, then everyone's gonna be like, oh shit, that sounded dope, or like, okay, he caught it, we caught it, no big deal.
And majority of the time, they're not gonna know what you're going for.
Yeah, exactly.
So especially if it's just like average people, not DJs.
Yeah,
they're gonna be like, oh, okay, that was dope. Like I didn't understand it, but if it's a DJ, he'll catch it. But he'll be like,
yeah,
all right,
exactly.
cool, I didn't even notice.
That's one thing I hate, going somewhere where they have DJs that suck.
Right.
Shitty DJs, because you can hear like the mixing, it's off beat, or
and I think that's just a DJ thing. Like we automatically have to be like so judgmental when we walk into a place and there's a DJ. For me, I try my best not to. I just try to like enjoy that moment, because like I'll go out with my friends and be like, oh, you're such a dick, because I'm like, dude, he just fucked up on that right there.
Yeah, exactly. Or you predict what's gonna happen next, what style or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, man, fuck you, we're not inviting you anymore. You're always you know, because this is one bar we went to in the Woodlands, and they always play, like, they don't have a DJ there. They play like it's like a playlist.
Okay.
They play the same fucking like 10 songs. So every time, I've been there 3 times, every time I walk in, it's the same song.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like this MIA mix.
And
I'm like, oh, I fucking hate coming here.
Nah, those are the types of places that I have to hit up so they can hire somebody. You know what I mean?
Hungry, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, hunger and ambition is where it's at, as far as like trying to, you know, be an upcoming DJ, especially from somebody from a different city. You know, I totally respect you on that end. And if there's anything that I can do, or me and homies can do to try to put you on, there's definitely that we're gonna try to do that.
That's,
you know, because there's a lot of sucker DJs out here that, you know, I think people just get lazy.
Yeah.
And there's always gonna be somebody under you that's better than you and hungrier than you.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, it's important for all of us as DJs to just keep that in mind, because we might get too comfortable where we're at and just not, you know, we lose that hunger, that ambition that we have like when we first start.
Exactly.
So as far as like on that subject, as far as motivation, like what really motivates you, like as far as, you know, like being a DJ? Is there any like seeing like any dope videos and you're like, oh, I gotta watch this to, like, because I know sometimes as DJs we get stuck and we're like, dude, like I just play records, like this is what I do with my life.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. For instance, one of my homies, I don't know if he still goes by this, but at the time we used to call him Hyper, like that song Drake has. Hell yeah, fucking right, I think.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Well, they called him Hyper because he used to play that song at every party when he was DJing in high school, right? So this dude, whenever I met him, he was 16 when I met him. I think I was like 23, 24. And this kid was just fucking DJing, starting. And he asked me, hey, are you doing anything this weekend? And I was like, nah. And then he's like, you want to DJ for my party? And I was like, all right, I'm down. Fuck it. So I DJ'd his party, his birthday party. And from there, we became good friends. And then we started DJing together a lot. And in between there, the fucking movie Project X came out.
Okay, I remember.
So every time we would go get ready to DJ to go somewhere, he would hit me up at my house because I used to live by myself in an apartment, right?
Gotcha.
So I had all the beer, I had all the drugs, I had everything in my house. It was a 2-bedroom apartment, and I lived by myself. So one bedroom was my room, and the other one I had turntables, CDJs, mixers, speakers, lights. I had everything. So my homies would hit me up to have sessions there, right?
Right.
So this fool, he would always want to put on Project X to get hyped up, to go party or to go DJ at a party. Right. And that's something that he would always do. So it's something like, that's what you mean, right?
Yeah,
to get hyped up.
Get some hyped up.
Okay,
or like
something like that.
To party.
To be honest, it's just listening to AM's mixes.
Right.
So that 1 AM mix that I have on my other phone, I always like listening to that one because it's so precise. Like his scratching and everything is just on point. That it hypes me up that I want to be just like that. So I try to go my best.
Right.
You know what I mean? And sometimes I fuck up or sometimes I do good.
Yeah,
and
it's part of DJing now.
Yeah, exactly.
And I what I love about AM mixes is they still resonate with me to today. And it's like music from back then. So if he was doing this shit like 2008, 2009, like that's fucking... Like, he was so ahead of his time. It's crazy.
Exactly.
And like me and the homies always talk about like, dude, what would he be doing right now? Like what would AM do right now?
Right now, what I see AM doing is what A-Track, what Craze, what... what's this other dude that just won one of the championships? Puffy. DJ Puffy the year before.
I wouldn't compare Puffy to AM though, because like Puffy kind of has his own unique.
He's like
style. He has like that tropical vibe.
Tropical, yeah. Was it not him? Not
4 Colors Act.
Trace.
Oh, dude, Trace still hasn't even
from
won.
The year before.
He's just always been a finalist, right?
Oh, he never won. I thought he won not last year. What? This year, Puffy won it, right?
He's always been a finalist. Like he always gets there. Like he's always like that.
Damn, so who won last year then?
It was Puffy, and I think it was. I have no idea.
I think it was Trace.
Trace never won one.
Man, I'm pretty sure he did.
We're checking right now. Southern Vibes. We're doing a fact check real quick. Red Bull, right?
Yeah.
It was 2016. I thought it was Yuki, wasn't it?
No, was it 2016?
And it was... Oh shit, he did win.
Yeah, you see?
Wait, it's a Red Bull 3-star US Finals winning set. He won the US Finals, but who won the actual...
But he won one, right? Which one was the one that Puffy won? Was it the World? Or the World Championship?
I'm trying to figure this out. Meet Red Bull 3-star 2016 champion. I think Puffy won 2016.
Okay, so then he might have done 2015.
Alright, Red Bull.
So, is there a Red Bull 3-star this year?
Yep.
When is it?
I think it's coming up. I think it's in Poland.
So it might have been 2015.
I could have sworn he never won one.
I could have sworn he won that one.
Let's see. I think they should have like this one big ass page for all the finalists.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't find it. World final.
DJ Trace. Red Bull 3-star.
Dude, I have no idea who won. It was in Tokyo.
Okay, it says DJ Trace 2016 Red Bull 3-star US Finals winning set. Yeah, see, he won 2016
US Finals, but not the World.
It says.
What's that noise? Is that you? Oh yeah, that was your phone. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it was on YouTube.
Yeah, they should have one page full of all the finalists. Like all the champions. Yeah, he won the USA ones.
Okay, so which one did Puffy win? The World? The World Red Bull 3-star?
Yeah, he won everything. All of it. I don't know. Who the fuck cares? I mean, we're here right now. We're going to fact check this later and put it on the video.
Yeah, fuck these guys anyways.
But yeah, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Like, Trace, he's a badass fucking DJ.
Trace is dope, too. I like what he did. He did the whole, like... Kanye and like Sade kind of deal. I thought that was dope. And he's just really mad creative. So
you know who's also pretty badass? Boy Genius.
Yeah, Boy Genius dope.
He fucked up in his set though.
Oh, did he?
I heard it. Yeah, because I remember I was at
See,
work.
the thing about Red Bull is there's so many fucking videos to watch, and you're like, shit. Like, I just start getting overwhelmed by like how many videos.
Yeah,
there are,
exactly. So. And I remember the live streams for the competition. They were fucking like it was either too many people on the stream and it was shutting off, or they didn't have good connection and it would shut off.
Right.
It would freeze, and it fucking sucked. I remember seeing this one fucking battle or one set from one DJ. I don't even remember who it was. He was going fucking hard, and I still can't find it on YouTube because I think it wasn't recording.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I fucking swear. I think
sucks.
it was the Kentaro. You've heard of
He's
DJ
the one
Kentaro?
that got the perfect score, right? One time.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I think Gonz was talking about him in the last episode. So.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Fucking Kentaro is dope ass fucking DJ.
I think he was the only one that got a perfect score. I'm thinking.
For real?
I think so.
I'm not even sure. I've only seen like 2 of his sets. An old one, a really, really old one, and the one that I saw on Red Bull, but I can't find it.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck. I'm pretty sure he was there.
Dude, I would hate, like, if you're doing like an actual like battle or routine, like such as like Red Bull, fucking your Serato just freezes.
Oh hell no. That would be your worst nightmare.
Right. Well, I'm pretty sure those dudes, they probably a lot of them, they probably use Scratch Live, but they probably just have like Serato DJ because they got to use all the different effects and shit.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of them that I'm pretty sure they're on that as far as like how much memory they have on there, like all that shit and stuff. Like
I don't have anything on my laptop as far as music. I download it.
You just use external?
Yeah.
I can't do that, man.
I download everything onto my laptop. I transfer it onto my hard drive, and then I delete it.
I can't do that. You know why? Because like my fear is like, what if like the wire on your hard drive fucks up? Because I still use the powered ones.
It's happened to me before.
And then you're there and you don't have no music. So for me, I like to have my music, like everything on here, and on my like, I have like a true open format like set list on here, like, so I have a pretty good like of all the good shit.
Okay.
But then all the like the obscure and like weird shit like Tejano or like some like banda or like weird shit that I might not play like all the time, I'll have it on my external. Along with other stuff that I may use like for like a real hip hop set or like.
Okay,
you know,
I get
weird
you,
like songs. So
yeah,
that's just the way I operate. And then I'll have like a backup of that hard drive just in case.
Right.
I was thinking about doing a cloud, but the thing with the cloud is you need Wi-Fi to use it.
Yeah, exactly. What if you don't have Wi-Fi? Exactly. You're done.
I always just have a hard drive in my backpack, and then I have a backup at home, and I'm gonna have a backup for that one.
Yeah,
that's just the way I'm gonna operate.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. You always want to have backups. You never know when your hard drive's going to crash. So it's better to be prepared rather than sorry.
Exactly.
And it sucks having to fucking start all over. Oh,
damn! I know the feeling. I remember like I had a gig one time, and then something happened where my Serato like just everything got wiped. I think my like hard drive crashed and everything was gone. I had to reach out to the homies like, yo man, like I lost everything, and they're like, you don't have an external hard drive? And I'm like, no, I had everything on there. And like, nah, you need to get like 2 of them and then have a backup. Dang. And ever since then, I learned I had to like rebuild everything. So I think like my main issue now is just to organize everything in a better way.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I literally have everything. Like I have like a master folder and everything's just thrown in there. So I just got
no, I hate doing that because if I want to find some a specific song at a specific moment, I probably know where to find it.
Well, see, my stuff's organized in crates on Serato, but not in actual folders. Like
mine's both. Right. The way you find it on my Serato is the way you're gonna find it on
your folder
on my hard drive.
Nice. So
they're separated by genre, and if that genre has different BPMs, like hip hop, I do 60. I do 50. 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100 BPM. And sometimes I throw the 60s and the 100s in the same folder, and either in the 60s or in the 100s because of if you double it, like 60 could be 120.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So sometimes Serato picks it up different. I don't know why.
Right.
I don't even know if you can switch it to if it sounds.
There's a way where you can do like it's 60 and then it'll actually have the double time on there too.
Oh, okay.
So it'd be like 60 slash
And
120.
Oh, word! I didn't know
you can
that.
look it up on YouTube. I've seen it one time. I was like, oh, that's so dope. But I'm just so naturally like, okay, I know
How to
45
have it set.
BPM is 90.
Right,
So
right.
like I kind of like already know. So
Right. Yeah, exactly.
if you're gonna
so.
be a DJ, you gotta learn some math skills.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's been times where like I have like a weird BPM. I was like, fuck, I gotta pull out the calculator. And this chick
Hey,
was
I'm
like,
not gonna lie. I've been there, dog. I've been
some
there.
chick's like, are you using a calculator? I'm like, yeah, bitch. Do you know?
Yeah,
what, like,
bitch.
do you know what 71.4 is times 2? You're like, no, and I was like, exactly.
Exactly. I do.
But yeah, man, I mean, we talked about El Paso, how you started DJing, how you got, your name DJ Colorz. We talked about Quinces, we talked about sucker DJs.
Sucker DJs.
So one thing that we like to do on a show, like at the very end of the show, is if you can make like a 30-second, like your last 30-second speech for the whole entire world. So let's just say this is the only thing that's gonna be left, on Earth, from DJ Colorz, as far as like advice, to upcoming DJs and just people in general. What are some words that you can put for that?
Man, a last 30-second advice. All right.
Just like spitting game, or something that's like really near and dear to your heart. Like AM had the whole like, feed your soul, starve the ego. What would be that for you?
Just stay hungry and don't cheat the game. Don't stay true to the game. Stay true to DJing. Don't feed off of the sucker DJs, and just I don't know, just stay true to the game.
That's it, man. You heard it from the man himself, DJ Colorz. So where can we find you online, Colorz? Like, what's your Instagram? What's your Twitter? Your website, if you have one.
You can literally find me anywhere. DJ Colorz at Instagram is just like that. DJ Colorz, no
with a Z,
underscores.
right?
Yeah, with a Z.
Okay.
No underscores, no nothing, no spaces, no dots, no emojis, no nothing. Just DJ Colorz with the Z.
And you use Instagram the most, right?
Yeah. I use Instagram the most. I mean, I use a lot of Facebook, but that's a little bit more personal.
Right.
I have a lot of people on there, but it's mostly everybody from El Paso. I have a few people from Houston, but I don't know. The social media isn't like that to me anymore.
Right. For me, I don't really put a lot of personal stuff on mine. I just kind of like just put DJ stuff.
Okay.
But,
yeah.
But yeah, we can find you on Instagram at DJ Colorz. That is DJ
Colorz.
Okay, yeah. Sorry,
at yahoo.com.
Oh, that's your email?
Yeah, that's my email.
That's an email, so
you can find me on YouTube. You can find me on if you Google DJ Colorz, everything of me comes up.
He said, Google me, bitch.
Yeah, for real. No, I'm being serious. Google me.
That's dope, man. Well, if there's anything that you need from us as far as, the team over here at Southern Vibez, feel free to ask. You're the homie to the station. So that's pretty much it, man. And appreciate you coming by. And thanks for coming through, man. Thanks for spending some time with us and letting us pick your brain as far as, like, your upcoming and stuff from El Paso and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so,
hell yeah. I'm always here, dog.
Cool, man. So are you down to do, like, a little, like, cut session or something?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Cool, awesome.
Let's cut it up.
All right.